Hello there, you're on the Heart of Reddit channel. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Get your popcorn ready and enjoy. Get out and clip the hedges. Lol. Okay. This happened the summer of 2018. I had a summer job doing graveyard maintenance, so mowing the grass, cleaning gravestones, planting and watering flowers, and clipping hedges. We use a motorized hedge saw for efficiency and speed. P.S. I got the job since my parents know the boss, since they also work for her. This particular day it was a blistering 3°C in the sunlight. I'm warm-blooded, so I was suffering more than my on-site manager. I went through probably 4 liters of water in 3 hours and I was still feeling nauseous. I asked my manager if I could take an extra break because of the heat. He denied and told me to go clip the hedges. I tried explaining to him that I am warm-blooded, and that in 3°C I could not work efficiently thanks to this. He didn't care and just handed me the equipment. This included a shoulder cross strap, a helmet with earmuffs, steel-tipped boots and the 8 kilograms machine. I was feeling that I wasn't going to last long in the sunlight. I was already dehydrated and was pushing myself too much, so I asked him if it couldn't wait until a less sunny day. He ignored me and told me to get to work. I just replied with a lol. Okay. I worked for probably a solid half hour before I blacked out. I woke up in an ambulance around an hour later, with my boss sitting next to me checking if I was alright. She told me that I had been found by a stranger between a couple of gravestones out cold, with a revving machine in my hands. I was in such bad shape that I was rushed to the hospital and put on intensive care. I couldn't move and had severe dehydration, so I was put on drips for 2 days in order for me to recover. I recovered slowly and was moved to cleaning duty inside. My manager was fired for endangering me and not heeding what I said. We need an excuse to fire him. Check his internet usage. This is more a failed attempt of HR being malicious with a sacking approach. In the UK, it's not like in the US. You can't just fire someone because you feel like it, and with no warning. About 15 years ago in an old office of mine, there was a guy who was pretty useless, but he was union and knew all the workarounds. Egg, you're not good at your job? Yeah, well, you need to give me proper training, etc. Anyway, he was useless and lazy, so management and HR went through all the different ways to terminate his contract, but it took ages. Eventually a new policy was introduced about abusing workplace internet usage for non-work related stuff, and it was a sackable offense. Usage was unlimited at the time, but they were able to track time spent on non-work sites. It was known that this guy used the internet for personal stuff, so HR said that to be fair, and ensure he can't counter the argument, that 10 other random people in the depth need to be checked over the same time period. So over the space of about a month, internet was monitored, from him plus the 10 random. Although he used the internet a lot, he was by far the lowest user out of everyone they checked. Needless to say, HR soon backed down on that approach, otherwise they'd have had to sack the entire depth. I think he finally got sacked for operating his own business using work resources, but it took a long time. We must all drink this spirit you shared with us now. Okay. This happened while I worked at a phone shop in the UK. The shop was a fruit name. Anyway, it was 2009 and I had just come back from a 3-week Spanish holiday, and I had a sharing box of absinthe. It ranged from 87.5% to 98% alcohol, not proof, but actual percent of alcohol. I had drunk the 98% stuff on holiday and got wasted on only 150 milliliters of the stuff during a whole night, not all at once. Anyway, I replaced that bottle with OJ, and planned to take it myself when I shared with all the staff in the shop. I get back to the UK on the Thursday, had Friday off and was in work on Saturday morning. Now I handed out the bottles, and before I could say do not drink this stuff until tonight, the boss snatched a bottle of 95% stuff, told everyone to do a toast, and had us all down the entire bottle. As I tried to explain, no, you will get drunk, he said. It's his tradition wherever he worked to share these bottles and drink up when handed out. So we all did. Of the 8 staff and 7 were quickly laid up wasted and sick. Meanwhile, me with the bottle of OJ was manning the shop and making the best day's sales ever. I earned nearly £450 commission in one day. Boss tried to get me in trouble, but all the staff all said to the area manager that he insisted we all drink, and overruled my warnings not to. He ended up getting fired a few months later for sleeping with a staff member. I left shortly afterwards to change to a job at Vodafone,